In the ancient myths of Japan, there are tales of gods and monsters, of divine battles that shaped the fate of the world. Among these stories, one legend stands above the rest, the tale of Yamata no Orochi, the fearsome serpent with 8 heads and 8 tails. It is a story of terror and sacrifice, of cunning and courage, and of a god who faced a beast born from chaos itself. This is the legend of Orochi, the monster that brought fear to the land, and the storm god who rose to end its reign.
Long ago, in the land of Izumo, ancient Japan was shaped by gods, spirits, and forces beyond mortal understanding. Among them lurked a creature unlike any other, Yamata no Orochi, the 8-headed serpent. Born of chaos and darkness, Orochi was said to stretch across mountains and valleys with 8 colossal heads and 8 writhing tails. Its eyes glowed red like molten fire, and its belly was stained with blood. For generations, Orochi terrorized the land, devouring crops, poisoning rivers, and leaving destruction wherever it slithered. To the people of Izumo, Orochi was not just a beast, it was a curse from the heavens.
In those dark times, there lived an elderly couple who had once been blessed with 8 daughters. But their joy turned into despair, for each year, Yamata no Orochi would rise from the mists and demand a sacrifice. One by one, the serpent devoured their daughters, until only their youngest child remained, Kushinada Hime, a girl of extraordinary beauty and grace. With heavy hearts, her parents wept, knowing she too would soon be taken. It was then, in their sorrow, that fate brought a wandering god to their home, Susanoo, the storm deity, cast down from the heavens.
When Susanoo heard of the family's plight, he was moved to act. He asked for Kushinada Hime's hand in marriage, promising to save her from the monster. The desperate parents agreed, and Kushinada was transformed into a comb, hidden in Susanoo's hair for safekeeping. With courage and cunning, Susanoo devised the plan. He ordered the family to brew 8 barrels of the strongest sake and place them behind a sturdy fence with 8 gates. Into each gate, a barrel of the intoxicating liquor was set. The trap was ready, and Susanoo prepared himself for the fateful encounter with the great serpent.
Soon, the ground trembled and the skies darkened as Yamata no Orochi emerged from the shadows of the mountains. Its 8 heads hissed and roared, its immense body coiling around the land like a living storm. Drawn by the scent of sake, each head of Orochi plunged into the barrels, greedily drinking until the serpent grew heavy and drunk. Its roars weakened and its movements slowed. Seizing the moment, Susanoo drew his mighty sword and charged into battle. With divine strength, he struck at the serpent, severing its heads one by one. The clash shook the heavens as blood flowed like rivers across the land.
At last, Yamata no Orochi lay defeated, its colossal body lifeless upon the earth. But as Susanoo cut deeper into the beast's tail, his blade struck something hard, not bone, but metal. Within the serpent's body, he discovered a sword of extraordinary power, the Kusanagi no Tsurugi, later to become one of Japan's 3 imperial regalia. With this divine blade in hand, Susanoo fulfilled his promise and freed Kushinada Hime from her terrible fate. The land of Izumo was at peace once more, and Yamata no Orochi,
the terror of 8 heads and 8 tails, passed into legend, forever remembered as the monster slain by the storm god. And so the tale of Yamata no Orochi comes to an end. From the sorrow of a family to the courage of a god and the discovery of a sacred sword, this legend reminds us that even the mightiest of monsters can be defeated. The name of Orochi still echoes through the ages, not as a living terror, but as a myth, a warning, a memory, and a symbol of the eternal struggle between chaos and order. Though the serpent has long since perished, its story lives on, passed down from generation to generation as one of Japan's most enduring myths.